Welcome back to more When They Cry Chiru! Umineko style. I realized that When They Cry is general, and that could mean Higurashi, or whenever he actually releases the damn game, When They Cry 5. I don't think anyone still knows what that game is going to be called. I'm going to flip my shit though if that game's name has been announced by the time this video has gone up. Anyways, continuing on with When They Cry 4, we're trying to determine where the letter came from. Unfortunately, we're in the presence of Erika, and she's the one determining things, but it might help Bottler solve the mystery. So I'll allow it, for now. That's true. The knock is different. Neither Kraus, nor Natsui, nor Genji knocked. This isn't a limited meaning of them knocking the door, okay? It means that they didn't use the pillar to transmit the sound or push the play button on a cassette tape they recorded to create that knock sound by any means. Of course, this applies to direct, indirect, intentional, coincidental, and unintentional means. So, no way, shape, or form. Maybe someone other than Kraus, Natsui, or Genji made that knock. Or else the sound could have been misidentified as a knock. At 2400, except for Kraus, Natsui, and Genji in the second floor corridor, and all the people in the dining hall, no humans existed inside the mansion. Let it be known that in addition to Kraus, Natsui, and Genji, none of those in the dining hall knocked on that door. In this sense, knock includes all direct, indirect, intentional, unintentional, and coincidental events that could create a knocking sound. So, what is it then? Who knocked? Obviously, we're not going to say something ridiculous like a bird flew in. But they are using the word human a lot. In short, it means that it's impossible for any character within the mansion to be the source of the knocking sound. And any character refers to any of the unobserved people that no one has noticed. So when they say any character, this could mean, like, say for example, if there actually is a piece of Natsui's son, or if Culprit X, even though that is, you know, not even a thing according to Nox, legitimately if there's literally anyone on the island in the mansion at any point, it means that no one. What if I, Furuto Erika, recorded a knocking sound with a cassette tape and used some kind of secret contraption to start it playing at exactly 2400? Of course, I wasn't in the mansion at 2400. But why? It doesn't make sense. Really, I have to give Beatrice props. It's so simple. It's not... sorry. Lambda Delta. I keep on forgetting that Beatrice is... well, no. Beatrice is not really in control. Okay, Peace Beatrice is in control of herself, but the Game Master right now is Lambda Delta. The fact that the letter appeared and the knock appeared means that it's an even bigger mystery. No one in the mansion placed a letter in the hallway. No one in the mansion placed a letter in the hallway. This includes doing so by all concepts, such as directly, indirectly, intentionally, coincidentally, and unintentionally. Alright. This is actually a big mystery. I'm at a loss here. It's so simple. There's no murder, no anything, but it's so huge. If they can't figure this out, then that is a point on the witch's side. Yeah, she's not gonna repeat it. She's not Beatrice. Beatrice loved repeating it. Okay, so you're bribing her with whatever that is. At 2400, only Erika, George, Jessica, Maria, Nanjo, Goda, and Kumasawa existed outside the mansion. Then what about the sun that you've been creating that you have stated is here on the mansion? In that case, the letter might have been stuck to the ceiling of the hallway instead of the serving cart. The ceiling of the hallway is surprisingly high, so even if you just stuck it there out in the open, maybe no one would notice it. This way, it would certainly fall in the corridor. And you can slip by the red if someone outside the mansion did this. That? Yeah? No. Wait, the letter never existed on the ceiling in the hallway. Know that the letter never touched the serving carts. We care about... Do you not know how this game works? This is how the game works. You have to make a blue theory. When red shuts it down, you have to make a theory that goes around it. It doesn't matter what kind of crazy logic it is. Might I remind you, small bombs were a thing. It was impossible for anyone outside the mansion to influence anything inside the mansion around the time of the family conference. Wait! She didn't use Blue Truth! That can't be a thing. No. 07 would pay attention to something like that. He would have double-checked that there was Blue Truth there. No Blue Truth existed there. Just like earlier in Chapter 4, when Red... Or sorry, not Blue Truth. They call it Blue Truth, I call it Blue Theory. When Red Truth existed, there were times when Red Truth turned off. The conversation continued like normally, but there were times when Red Truth didn't go. So that's actually an important detail, is that Blue Truth did not go. Birkenstell. Maybe you should get someone who actually knows what they're doing, like Butler. Oh, did I say that out loud? Aww. Oh, I'm not sorry. That face, it makes me smile. Because you are a horrible person. You care about the end result. Granted, this person also cares about the end result. But the way that you get to that end result, it's just plain horrible. That's right. She did solve some of the mysteries, not all of it. Pick your battles. You fucking little bitch. I love how I like characters at first and then they show me their true personality and I'm like, well, this character's dead to me now. Someone outside the mansion set things up with a cassette tape or something to make a knock sound play. Are you gonna dash your hopes and dreams? You know what, Lambda Delta? I want you to. admit, you're just an asshole. It's hard to believe that you were once a character known as Rika, and that you were a good friend to a lot of people, and you were very compassionate. I know that dying over and over again created you, but still. None of the characters misidentified a knocking sound! Misidentifying a knocking sound means this. They would not mistake a sound very similar to a knocking sound for a real knocking sound. Hitting a pillar to make something similar to a knocking sound is no good. When you record a knocking sound on a cassette tape and play it back, it becomes the sound of a tape with a knocking sound on it, and not a knocking sound. So that's not good either. I just love how she... Hold on, let's go back a bit. Yeah, right here. Then it's time to get punished, Rika-chan. There's a little note that she put there too. That's just the icing on the cake. In other words, all of them would have correctly distinguished a knocking sound from something truly hitting the door. They would definitely wouldn't mishear it. It's totally impossible that any sound except hitting that door directly would be misinterpreted as a knock. It's nice to see a newbie in this game. Granted, a year ago I was a newbie, but still, coming as far as we have, it's nice to see people try. And it's nice to see arrogant people just fall flat on their face, like Eureka. Not saying that any of you are like that. Hell, I have stated before that something is true and then it's wrong later. Theories change. But to have someone like Eureka do this, yeah, it's cathartic whenever she gets things wrong. There was some kind of device that could knock on the door. There was something like an automatic door knocker that made it possible to knock without touching the door with your hands. To knock means someone hitting the door with their hands. This crazy logic is insane. And none of them misinterpreted a knocking sound. Cross, Natsuki, and Genji were not involved in the knock. No one existed inside the mansion, and that knock refers to the action of standing directly in front of a door and hitting it with a hand. You're red? While it's a subtle thing like a fucking knock on the door, I never would have dreamed that a knock on the door would have given me almost as much... No, actually, it's giving me a little bit more problems than Nanjo! I'm glad you guys are having fun. You're nothing but a piece. Go back to where you came from, Name Stealer. You know what? You know what? Knowing Birkenstell, that's probably a thing. That's right. If she is technically furniture created by Birkenstell, a furniture's purpose in life is to be used. To be forgotten is a fate worse than death to a furniture. on one hand, I feel slightly, like, we're talking 99% of me is like, fuck this bitch. There's a 1% chance that slightly feels sorry for her. But then I remembered that she wanted to rub everything in Jessica's face. That she wanted to rub everything in Natsui's face. Her opponents, as far as she's concerned, fuck them. They don't matter. It doesn't matter how you get... It doesn't matter how many people you hurt to get to your end result. The answer is the end result. You're one of those fucking people. I hate those people. You gotta think of the people around. You gotta think of who people are if you're going to actually do something. You blame us? Bitch, you have not been around the ballpark long enough to blame us for your fuck-ups. Granted, you did have an interesting theory, and you did solve a little bit of things until Lambda Delta was like, time to be punished! Oh my gosh. That was great. I gotta give props to Lambda... Round of applause to Lambda Delta for that. Round of applause. That was fucking brilliant. So, the only other person I know is gonna die is Hideyoshi. I know for a fact Hideyoshi is going to die. I don't know who's gonna die after that. Somewhere between relieved and insane. Are you still talking about... Are you still talking about last night? What? When you set up on the ladder in the courtyard and saw Rudolph's son go up to the third store window, you closely observed the construction of the outer wall and realized that by cleverly using the rain gutter, it might be possible to go down the courtyard from the third floor window. You didn't jump out. You used the rain gutter or something to clumsily wriggle down the outer wall. Okay, let's say you're right. Kinzo did that. Kinzo left. It doesn't change anything. You're just salty. You're just salty! Oh, the salty spittoon, or as I like to call it, splatoon, tried to look cool and making it look like you jumped out was all an illusion. You just jumped out and latched onto the rain gutter. Yeah, whether grandfather could escape. And sure, he got out the window. Whether or not he jumped or crawled down doesn't change anything. You are so fucking salty! This bitch is so salty! This fucking bitch is so fucking salty! Oh, I love it! I love how salty she is! She does not want to let this go! From now on, she's pretty much salty bitch! She's Salt Bae. That's what she is. It doesn't matter what you say! The fact is, he got out of that room by going out the fucking window! He doesn't need to counter it! Whether he crawled out, jumped out, fucking grew fucking wings and flew out like he was some kind of fucking angel or something, it doesn't matter. As long as he got out through the fucking window, it proves that Kinzo could have gotten out through the fucking window. You're just so fucking salty. We're gonna continue this next time on Let's Play Salty Bitch the game. So until then, guys, see you then.